character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming. The world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Stafford now to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Stafford on first down.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on third down, Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This is taken at the 18.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Donald Parham.
And it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Pearson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Stafford. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pearson only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And this is caught by Watkins. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pearson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. While they attend to him, we'll step aside. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Tyrell Williams from 4 yards out. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Tyrell Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pearson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Pearson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals?
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Check, man.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Yellow, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pearson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ultra. Jackrabbit.
Operating from the gun, Pearson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 56 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Pearson.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to throw again. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little touchdown. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run it again with Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on third down, Pearson drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
They picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So this fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Second and 5 now. Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pearson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, there he goes left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Demario Davis there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kick. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down at Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Van Jefferson
28 yards.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Pearson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
He'll take it at the 42. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Kamara try the right side. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. To throw on 2nd down. Pearson on the check down. He finds Kamara.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pearson. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up his secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
This taken in at the goal line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
First down, Los Angeles.
Again, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
He'll be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Man open is Robinson.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 16, Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 28.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Pearson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pearson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Cluster, stick. Heel, flat. Ready.
On 4th down, Pearson. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Ready.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey, check Vegas.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, go field. Ready.
On 3rd down, Irving. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Always a little extra excitement for week 1 of one of our early window games here